This is D-Day, the day of the Allied forces' invasion of France and their attempt to destroy the Nazis. We here at the Andrew Klavan Show strongly oppose this violent and hateful attack on our fellow human beings. It will only anger the Nazis and cause more of them to become violent extremists. It's divisive and intolerant at a time when we should all come together and coexist with a big swastika for the S to show how tolerant we are of Nazis. What will invading France accomplish? France never attacked us. What are we going to do? Just go marching from France to Germany, killing people? If the Nazis kill people and we kill people, then how are we any different from the Nazis? Aside from our whole freedom thing and they're exterminating and enslaving people and stuff like that. We have our culture and the Nazis have their culture, and who are we to say that our culture is any better than theirs? What are we going to do, go around imposing our way of life on other people? Isn't that what started all this trouble in the first place? Sure, you can say that the Nazis murder millions of human beings and roll tanks into other people's countries and shoot anyone who opposes them and then enslave the survivors. But what about the bad things we did to, like, the Indians or someone? And what about the Crusades? I've heard of those, and they sound very bad to me. Is what the Nazis are doing any worse than that, aside from the gas chambers and tanks and slavery and so on? Look, we all know that America is racist against blacks and Native Americans and those funny-looking guys in the turbans who drive taxis, whoever they are. Our Nazi-phobic hatred of the Nazi race is just one more example of this long, sad history of Americans attacking people simply for the color of their skin and their fascism. If you don't think it's right to say black people are bad, then how can it be right to say Nazis are bad? What's the difference when you come to think about it? Well, when you come to think about it, okay, there's a difference, but still. The Nazis aren't slaughtering and enslaving people because some guy named Hitler came to Earth and said things. Of course not. It's because there aren't enough jobs for young Nazis, and because we haven't managed to assimilate the Nazis into our communities, and because they're Nazis. So let's forget all this militaristic, hetero-macho, cis-normative, rapist-like talk about invading places, because if we kill the Nazis win. Europe is just going to have to get used to the new normal of Nazis slaughtering and conquering people. The best thing we can do is just go about our business showing that we're not afraid and holding candlelight vigils and tweeting our thoughts and prayers at each other until they've murdered us all. So let's try to have a loving and peaceful D-Day. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.